Hello students. So we are discussing motion in a straight line with uniform acceleration. I would ask a question to you. Suppose I leave this ball, right? So while the ball is in the air, can you say that the ball is under free fall condition? Okay, will you say that the ball, when I leave it while it's in the air, as soon as it leaves my hand, would you say that the ball is under free fall condition? Okay, so pause this video and have your answer. Okay, now, come back. So now let me say that if I throw this ball up, okay, if I throw this ball up, now the ball is moving up, it has left my hand. Now can you say that the ball is under free fall condition? Okay, again think about it. And if you say that while the ball is moving down, when it has left my hand, it's in the air, then it's a free fall condition, you are of course correct. But if you have said when the ball is moving up, the ball is not under free fall condition, then you are wrong. The ball is still under free fall condition. Okay, the direction of velocity of ball or the movement of the ball doesn't matter. When the ball is in the air, right, and the only force that it is experiencing is gravitational pull, then it's a free fall condition. Whether the ball is moving up, whether it is coming down, or if I throw it like this and it's landing here, during that travel also it's free fall condition. Of course, we are going to consider only straight line motion. But I would like you to be very clear about this, that when the ball is in the air, it's subjected to a gravitational force which is downward, and hence its acceleration is also downward. Under that condition, it doesn't matter in which direction the ball is moving. The ball is under free fall condition. Okay, now we are going to consider the straight line motion. So why I'm saying that the ball, I throw the ball and it comes down. So the movement of the ball, one upward, downward, etc., while it is in the air, this is the condition we are interested in. So it's a straight line motion, okay, and the ball is always subjected to gravitational pull. It has acceleration equal to g downward. Acceleration direction is downward. Whether you call it positive, negative, it's your choice. Okay. Suppose so if I throw this ball, if I throw this ball and it comes down, right? If I throw this ball, it is moving up with certain velocity, right? If I throw this ball up, that means it is moving up with certain velocity. If I leave this ball I am leaving. So what is the initial velocity of the ball? 0. Because I'm not throwing it up or throwing it down. It is initial velocity. Just leaving the ball, its initial velocity is 0, right? Initial velocity. If I can throw the ball, so its initial velocity, I can throw the ball, so its initial velocity was not 0. It has certain value, and the direction was downward. Okay, so that's another point you would like to know. Now let's take an example, because in the last video I made a point about the direction of velocity, acceleration. The sign which we give to them is our choice. Okay, so and this point I would like to emphasize with an example here. Suppose, let's say this is a ball which is being thrown, right, and it's thrown upward. That means with a velocity, let's say 5 meters per second, right? So sorry, 15 meters per second. Let's say 15 meters per second. This ball goes up, it comes down, right? And we are considering straight line, but I have to show some distance, otherwise it's difficult to show in the same line. So think about it as a straight line. It's coming down, and let's say it comes down, and here when it is reaching the ground, let's say it's reaching the ground, and the velocity is to be found out, right? Velocity is to be found out. Let's say that the time we say is for all this travel, it moved up, and ultimately landed on the ground, the time is, let's say, 5 seconds. Okay, time is 5 seconds. We want to find out this velocity. We want to find out this velocity. Now, before we go to find out this velocity, can we say that, talk about the direction? Of course, the ball is coming down, so direction is downward. Here the velocity direction was upward, this is downward. Okay, that is for sure. Now, there could be some misconception. When the ball, let's say, hits the ground, often students think that its final velocity is 0. No, it is hitting the ground with certain velocity. After it hits the ground, its velocity becomes 0. But at what velocity it is hitting the ground? It is hitting the ground at certain velocity. It is not slowing down, it reaches the 0 velocity and then it touches the ground. That's not how it is happening. It is hitting the ground with certain velocity. So the final velocity means just before it hits the ground, in a way. Okay, so it is hitting the ground with what velocity? That is the velocity. So it's not 0. Okay, please remember this. So that's a very, very important thing which you should remember. When the ball is hitting something, you can't say that the velocity is 0, final velocity is 0. After it has hit, it becomes 0. Okay, if the body is stationary, like the ground is stationary, so after it has hit, so you can say after it has hit, it is 0, but it is not hitting with 0 velocity. My point is, now we want to find out this velocity. Now let's talk about acceleration. See, when the body is in the air, it is always subjected to acceleration due to gravity, and the acceleration due to gravity is downward, right? Acceleration due to gravity is downward. It is g meters per second square. Now g is 9.8, but for the sake of convenience, we will say that it is equal to 10 meters per second square. Why 10? Because when you want to multiply, our operations, multiplication, division, etc., will be easy. But so in the exams, if you are given g as 9.81, obviously you should consider as 9.81. But I am simplifying it, so I am just taking g as 10 meters per second square. We want to find out velocity, and we have not given signs. We know the directions, right? So let's say, what directions would you give? Let's say that upward is positive. Again, upward can be negative, right? We can give any, we can consider upward as negative, downward as positive. It doesn't matter. We will do both ways. Let's say upward is positive, right? And we want to find out acceleration. And you know, acceleration is v minus u upon t, right? Because I asked you to remember at as change in velocity, a into t as change in velocity. Acceleration is v minus u by t. We are considering upward as positive. That means this velocity is plus 15. This velocity is yet to be found out, right? We want to find out, and obviously this will we want to find out velocity. So we want to find out velocity. So I'll write v is equal to u plus at, right? V is equal to u plus at, because we want to find out velocity. So this velocity, if you are saying this is positive, then you would expect v will have negative sign. Okay, so what about g? It's downward, right? Because we are choosing upward as positive, this will be minus. This will be with minus sign, and t of course is it has plus sign. So v is equal to, u is 15 plus a is with negative sign, 10 into 5. 10 into 5 is 50 with minus sign. 15 minus 50 is minus 35 meters per second. It has to be minus because we know the direction is downward. So it is minus 35 meters per second. Okay, so here we have chosen upward as positive. Now let's do the same exercise considering upward as negative, upward with negative sign. Okay, so let's say if upward is negative, this will be minus 15. So u is minus 15. Downward automatically becomes positive. So here it will be plus. G is plus, and V direction is going to be downward, right? So we would expect again V to be with plus sign, but the magnitude should be same. So V is equal to U plus AT. U is now minus, its upward is minus, so minus 15. A is downward, is positive, so plus 10. 5 is the time, 5 seconds, right? This is 5 seconds. So this will be 50 minus 15. Again it is 35 plus, right? 35 meters per second. So 35 plus means downward, and this is what we expected it to be downward. It's downward and it is with plus sign, but the answer is same, right? So answer is downward 35. In both the situations, the answer was, final velocity was downward and with magnitude of 35 meters per second. Sign doesn't matter. Sign is your choice. Directions, of course, they have physical meaning that you can't change, right? So giving the sign is completely arbitrary. Thank you.